All right, pick three glance family. Illinois evening draw. We had the 620 to come in right here. 620. Okay. So you're going to mark off the 02, the 06, and see by the law average, who I told you was hot, that 26 pair came in. This strategy number 2, where we're tracking individual pairs, where you got three separate numbers. You're going to have three separate pairs to mark off. See that 26 working with the law average came in. You'll always know what's going on with your pairs to play them. All right? So OPPB, be organized, be persistent, be patient, and stick with a budget. And play them till they come, make that money, y'all. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town. All right, pick three glance family. OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be persistent, and stick with a budget. All right, and play responsibly. Here we use the lottery post. This is what I do for Illinois evening draw. State specific for Illinois evening draw, but pick three at a glance. Work for all states for the simple fact it allows you to track all 1,000 numbers. I take 22 columns, do the 111 rundown on 22 numbers to get 22 columns. And you have all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. That way you can track what all 1,000 numbers are doing at any time and off of any of those 22 columns at a glance. Also, I have where you can track the front pair, the back pair, single individual pairs, and single individual numbers. That way you can build a skill set for your state, tracking your own state numbers for yourself. If you're playing with your money and you're investing in pick three, you need to study your own numbers to know what's going on with them. These chasing numbers and trying to find numbers here and there, you'll never be able to get into the winner circles like you want to be, because you have no idea why you're playing your numbers. And unless you can track your own numbers for your own state, you're playing a loser's game. You're playing their game. Okay? And so that's why I play pick three. I specialize in nothing but pick three. I don't do pick four. I don't do pick five. Pick three is the only one that you can track on paper and build a skill set using pick three at a glance strategy. Pick four has 10,000 numbers. There's no way you're going to track those numbers. Pick five got 100,000 numbers. 1 in 1,000, 1 in 10,000 odds, and 1 in 100,000 odds. Pick three has the best chances of winning and building a skill set with for your own state numbers. Okay, that's why I specialize in pick three. So for Illinois evening draw here, I go to the lottery post and I get the data from January, and I track all the data and eliminate the numbers that have played, so I see what best numbers are best left to play and how the numbers are falling. It's take work. It takes a skill set. But once you track the numbers from January up to July, that's the heavy lifting. Rest of the numbers, you'll start looking at them and how they're falling and how they'll fall in place using the pick three at a glance strategy. Okay? So here's January. And I think I'm going to do a full video on how to use the lottery post and post it. All right? So everybody can use it and go back and get the data that they need to get in the winner circle in their state, if you're an avid player of pick three. All right? Okay, so here's the January month. And I specialize in evening draw. If you're going to track the data, you want to track midday from evening and evening from midday, because all the numbers run different. So you have to know what's going on with each draw, the midday draw and the evening draw, to make a strategy on how to best win with the combinations of numbers that you plan to use. Okay? So here's January. Here's February data. Illinois evening draw. Here's March data. Okay. Here's April data for Illinois evening draw. See what you want to do. All the numbers in blue here. You want to do the 111 rundown on those numbers, and you'll find out what column, out of the 22 columns, what number that number will fall under, and you'll mark it off. And as you're eliminating the numbers, you'll know what's going on with the pick 3 numbers at all times. You won't have to do any guesswork. Okay, once you do that 111 rundown, track the front pair, back pair, single digit, single pair, you have everything you'll need to know to be a bigger and better winner. Okay, here's the May numbers. Here's the June. And here's July. July, we had, in Illinois evening draw, we had that 620 to come out. All right. I showed you how to do strategy number 2. I'm doing shorts on strategy number 2, how to track the single individual pairs. That'll open your eyes to a lot, along with the 22 columns you're tracking and the single digits and the front pair and back pairs. And go back and look at some of my previous videos, and you'll see how to use the pick 3 at a glance strategy. Plus, I'll be doing some lives and going live. So put your notifications on. So when I do a live, you'll be able to go through. I'll go through the whole thing with you. But I do have other videos that I've done that already. Okay. So as I always say, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town.